TheStrahl. Most people just call me Strahl. I'm going to be running Alwa's Legacy All Bosses for the PC. They released it to be like an NES-style game, which they are currently porting to the NES, which is pretty cool. Alwa's Legacy is the second game in the series, and it has more of a kind of like a Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis era type feel to it. It's got beautiful pixel art, a lot of really cool movement, and it's pretty awesome. This game's kind of different from most Metroidvania games, where it has these like 3 power-ups that you gain throughout the run. It's like a block that just spawns a block. You've got another one that spawns a bubble that you can like jump on and it brings you upward. And the third one's a lightning bolt. It's pretty useless. We don't care about that one. But the block, you can like cast it in midair and then get a second jump basically midair. It's kind of difficult to do. It's something not really intended for the game, but it allows for a lot of really cool sequence breaks. Same with the bubble. You can multiply cast the bubble and just ride it upward forever as long as your timing is right. And there's also some glitches with the block that we use to zip around, and it just makes things all wonky. It's great. Definitely, there's one more technique that we use called the extendo jump. We have a normal jump height, but by doing a jump and attack, you can mash the down button to gain extra jump height. And we use this at the very start of the run to skip the opening cutscene, which would otherwise make you lose your weapon and have to go retrieve it. And we save about 1.5 to 2 minutes this way just by skipping it. But it's really hard, and probably only 2 or 3 of us can actually even go for it in a run. It's pretty important if you want a top time, but it's just really hard. Yeah. Thankfully, it's at the beginning of the run, and there are some spots where you use it, but it's a lot easier in the other spots. And you don't have to do it. There are other methods. There's this one point between the second and third boss, because of how little I'm collecting as far as upgrades go. There's this particular zip I need to do that I've affectionately named the BS zip, if you want to be so nice with it. It's just a really tight space where you have very little room to do what you need to do. It's right on the edge of a cliff as well, so there's a good chance that you might just fall down. At the same time, there's an enemy just shooting at you every couple of seconds, so you have to like be dodging that, and that's ended a lot of my runs. How beautiful and how much attention the devs put into the game. It's like the pixel art is so great. The music's really nice. It has a really nice atmosphere to it. There are points in the run where you'll mess up a zip and you'll fall through the floor, and it's just always so funny. It doesn't even make me mad to screw up. One of my favorite parts is at the very end, the final split. The main character, her name is Zoe. She just kind of takes a bow, but it almost looks like she's dabbing, so we've just turned it into the dab. So it's one of my favorite parts. Yeah, if you're looking to learn more about the runs, we actually use the Elden Pixels, who's the developer. We use their Discord server. They have special channels for us to talk about our speedrunning. We actually work with them with glitches and things like that, to help make the game a better speedrun, because honestly, the speedrunners are the ones playing your game over and over and over again. So they want to be there and help us make it the best game it could be for speedruns.